Does this sound familiar to you? Work 50 plus hours a week for someone else's dream, ask permission to take vacation, and hope after 30 years you've saved up enough to finally enjoy life? That was almost my reality. I was this close to walking down a path that would have left me unfulfilled and miserable for the rest of my life, trapped in corporate bureaucracy. But after quitting my corporate job with no backup plan and no job lined up, I bet everything on freelance SEO and digital marketing with just enough money left for 1 month's rent. And as crazy as that sounds, it turned out to be the best decision of my life. Fast forward 8 years later, I'm running a $2 million agency, reaching 4 to 5 million people monthly on social media alone, and working a 4-day work week from anywhere in the world. And the best part, I didn't have to sacrifice my values, creativity, or personal life to get here. So in this video, I'm sharing the real journey I've never told in full. How I went from a broke freelancer to a $2 million agency owner. My hope is that you learn from my failures, get inspired by my story, and walk away knowing you can build a business that you've always dreamed of. Early life and the corporate trap. I was 23 when I discovered the corporate world wasn't for me. Picture this, I'm in a conference room with executives, spending 2 hours debating whether a Facebook post should say ton of pizza or ton of pizza. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, is this really my life? I was showing up at 8 a.m., leaving at 8 p.m., putting in extra hours I wasn't paid for because that's what you need to do to show your value. Now imagine being me in that situation. Young, ambitious, and realizing your life for the next 30 years might be endless meetings about meetings. So when my contract ended, I saw my chance. I quit, no plan and no safety net. Security isn't always security. A paycheck might feel safe, but if it's costing you your creativity and mental health, that's the riskiest bet you can make. Odd jobs and first failures. After quitting, I bounced around. Film sets, driving trucks, random freelance jobs, always just scraping by. I'd wait for checks to come in the mail that sometimes took months to show up. Meanwhile, my friends were getting promotions, raises, and spending money on nights out. And I was maxing out my credit cards just to cover rent. My lowest point, watching everyone else move up the ladder while I felt stuck at the bottom. But here's what kept me going. I've always believed everything always works out for me, not because of luck, but because I stay prepared when opportunities show up. Don't compare your chapter 1 with somebody else's chapter 10. Their promotions and raises were on a track I didn't even want to be on. The temptation of stability. In 2016, after another failed venture, an online publication that had hit 4 million monthly visitors, but collapsed under bad partnerships, I took a 6-week contract at a big agency. By week 2, I remembered exactly why I hated corporate life. I booked a 2-month trip to Banff and to California and blew the entire 10K that I had just made. I came home broke, but I was free. That's when I swore, no more partners, no more corporate. If I want to succeed, it's gotta be on my own terms. If somebody wants to partner with you, ask, do I absolutely need them? Or can I do it myself and hire that expertise when I need it? Don't give away any piece of your decision-making pie unless it's truly essential. The first glimpse at stability. In 2017, I finally found my first retainer client, and it was just enough to cover rent. It wasn't much, but after 3 years of scraping by, it was my first taste of consistent income. Picture this, I'm in my bedroom office working 12 plus hours a day, and my roommate is just chilling in the next room. I'm exhausted, but I'm thinking, this could actually be something real. That first small consistent win is proof that what you're doing can work. If you can do it once, you can repeat it. Don't underestimate the power of a single client. My first hire. Eventually, I couldn't keep up. I said yes to everything, learned on the fly, and built a massive skill set doing that. Would not recommend that, I was really burnt out, but I needed help. So I made my first hire, and it was nerve-wracking handing off client work with my name on it that somebody else was doing. But once I realized different but correct was okay, that was a game changer. It felt like I'd cloned myself, and suddenly I could get 22 hours of work done in a single day. Your first hire isn't about saving time, it's about creating leverage. You need to accept that they won't do it exactly like you, and that's okay. Stuck in referral land. Here's the problem though, my growth was inconsistent at the time. Some months we'd make $50,000, other months I would lose money. I couldn't scale beyond 2 people because I never knew what was coming next. Don't tell anyone, but I even sent out resumes once thinking maybe I should give up. But no one responded, and honestly, I didn't want to go back. That was my burn the boats moment. I realized I had to figure out how to make my own money. Referrals are great but dangerous. If they stop coming in, your business stops growing. You need proactive lead gen, SEO, content, and systems. The $250,000 client and my breaking point. Fast forward a few years, I broke my own rule, which was no client should be more than 5% of my total revenue. But I took on a white label deal that became 60% of my business. It was secure money until it wasn't. The breaking point, they wanted me working on vacation, on my anniversary, in an expensive hotel with my wife. I had to choose, my business or my life. So I fired them. That day, $250,000 walked out the door. I panicked and I was losing $10,000 a month because I had a team of 3 to pay. But because I had read so many business books, I had a cash flow buffer. That gave me enough runway to try something new, the social media bet. In January 2023, even before letting that client go, I started posting 1 video a day on social media. My plan? I didn't really have a plan, but I had to stay consistent no matter what. The first 6 months, nothing. 200 views per video, stuck in the algorithm jail. So I tripled down. 3 videos per day, still nothing, until June. In early June, I had 2 videos hit over 1 million views within the same week. My following shot from 1,500 to 15,000 in a week. That was the first spark. But instead of relaxing, I doubled down. By the end of 2023, I had over 100,000 followers and was finally getting real inquiries. When nothing seems to work, sometimes the answer isn't to quit. It's to increase your volume and speed up your learning curve. Pricing and profitability. At first, I undercharged. I was desperate, but I read Hermosi's advice, charge a premium price for a premium service. It seems so obvious now. So I doubled my pricing to $3,000 a month and added deliverables that made SEO impossible not to work, and focused on getting clients early wins so that they would stay around longer. That's when everything clicked. I hired 2 more team members, we stopped losing money, and for the first time ever, we were profitable. Cheap prices don't attract better clients. All they do is drain you. Charge what you're worth and deliver results. Clients pay for results, not your time. Scaling and systems. From there, it snowballed. By mid-2023, I was hiring, building SOPs, and productizing my offers. By early 2024, we crossed the $1 million a year mark. I barely even noticed. My wife had to remind me to look back at how far I'd come. Later, I read a book called The Gap and the Gain, which helped me appreciate wins more. But my mindset was already set. Keep going, build a waitlist, expand channels, grow SEO, write a book, partner with brands, all of it. I could not stop. Don't chase the milestone, chase the momentum. The money is a byproduct of consistency. Today and the big lesson. So here I am today, 320,000 followers, a $2 million agency, 4-day work week. If past me, broke, working from his bedroom, comparing himself with friends, saw this, he wouldn't be surprised. Because deep down, this is exactly where I believed I'd always end up. The path looked way different, but the destination was the same. If you can take away one thing from my story, let it be this. If you do not start, you'll never know. And you'll never give yourself the chance to change your life. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need all the answers. You just need to start and commit to working on your business every single day, not only in your business. So that's my story from broke freelancer to $2 million agency in 8 years. It took me a while, but I got here. I tell you this not to brag, but to give you hope. I was once where you are, stressed, broke, doubting myself, and now I'm free. You can do the same. You alone have the power to change your life. And if you want to follow my footsteps, start by checking out our free SEO audit tool at audit.heytony.ca. It'll show you exactly what's wrong with any website, and it'll tell you how to fix it. This is the same tool that my agency uses for our clients. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, make sure to subscribe. Bye.